All right.
Okay, so you were doing something. So let me hear the groove. Let me hear the groove.
Okay. Can you hear this? Can you hear the bass?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not comfortable though, because I'm not even hearing it. Can I remove my headphone? It's
Okay,
coming out from my
you
headphone, but it's
can.
not clear. Yeah. Yeah.
You can if you're hearing me on your combo and if you're also hearing my play on your combo, no problem.
Yeah. I'm hearing everything well from the combo better. So I can hear what I'm
Okay,
playing.
so let's go.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I see the problem. The thing they're too high. Sorry. My You have to you have to teach me how to set. I don't know how to do all those mid low, high mid. I don't know where to put them.
No worry.
Just put all of them for middle.
Play. Okay, okay, okay. So first thing you need to take in is your reading. Very important. The rhythm. What kind of rhythm are you hearing? That's another thing that is making you not to get the flow with the backing track. So you're doing it's meant to be that rhythm now. What we did it last time is ringing on my head. So I think I did something like this. Dun, okay, dun, mm, mm, something like that, right? Something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Dun, 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 something like so see, you're hearing mm, 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 not mm, is the same notes, but the rhythm you need to take that sound. Mm, something like that. Slot to that note. You resolve back to that same note you first of all slot down to. So it's funk. Tick, 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 tick. Okay. There's kind of microsecond rest. The tap. The tap. Then you move. Okay. See? Can you try it?
It's Lauren.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. So it's left for you now to master how that sound is, then know your timing going back. How many times will I do that? to get back to my one. Ti tike tike. Nda, 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 mm, nda, nda, So I notice you stay longer here.
Okay.
So going back to your one, you missed it. So what we are practicing now, if you follow the sound, tike, 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 dun, nda, nda, one. This is my one. 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 If you notice, I didn't do so. You are calculating every of your move. If I do it three, if I slow it here, 1, 2, 3, I've missed the timing. Except I enter immediately. Mm, or except I will omit this, except I will just play this note. Let's say la do, except I will omit the re if I want to see it that way. La do, which this the rhythm or the groove. If you omit the re, kind of made it sound somehow. Mm, La do do re re. The re gives it that minor groove sound, you know. La do do re re. La do do re re. Okay, so you come here quickly, do what you want to do, and go back to your one. Always land on your one.
Okay.
And if you look at the pattern I'm making use of to play that groove, I'm not just playing one, I'm using octave. La, 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 tap one. I mean, your six, la, 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 do, tap, tap, re, tap, la, do, re, la, do, re. You see this tapping?
Yeah.
La, do, re. Then here is slurring. What is the note I'm slurring here? If we want to look at the note I'm slurring here, is the re,
Yeah.
because this is my la. This is it. This is the A. The A
Yeah.
is my la. This is my do re. If you want to pick the notes one after the other, is just one la. Can you see
Okay.
me?
Yes, I'm seeing you. Yeah. Well, I'm
Okay.
seeing it well.
So you're doing la do re. Okay, you can groove it like that. Also, you can start picking. You can make use different format or different patterns to achieve these notes. This is just your la. If you want to see it in tonic sofa, which you're starting from A minor,
Okay.
la do re, passing note. Mm. You can change the rhythm also. Now we have entered another rhythm entirely.
Okay.
Imagine you're doing dun, dun, mm, 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 mm. So when you add those octaves, the octaves make your groove sound more interesting and more fuller and more groovy. Okay, so you're doing one la do re. You see, every of the notes I'm tapping, every of the note, those tapping also beautifies your groove. You can't just do la do re. It's somehow
Hmm.
okay. So you're doing la. You're ready. You're always you're playing as if you're also a drummer. You're playing drum on the bass. That's what you're doing
Yeah.
with your drummer. That tap meaning you're hitting the snare with the drummer
That's
because the
right.
drummer is going one, doom, tuke, tuke, doom, tuke. You get so
Yeah.
you're doom, mm, mm. To me it's kind of still empty.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because I've not started adding those octave. To me, I'm still feeling it is it's kind of empty. So mm, mm. See, re mi so la la, re mi so la la. Okay, re. Now let's add the octave to this groove.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun,
Let me
mm.
so.
You see? Dun, 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 You see the way I act as if I want to do one shakara, dun 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 dun. Okay,
Yeah.
like
But
dun
it's the same notes.
dun 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 dun. Dun.
It's
What
still
was
the same re
that? The
mi so
same
la.
note. Sorry,
It's
what
still
did I do?
I say it's still the same
Notes.
re mi so la la, but he did it in a groovy way.
Yes, re mi so la la. But I did dun 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 dun. You see, re mi so fi. No. That's not my fi. Z la la. Re mi so zi la la.
Okay, that's what
Re
added that.
mi so zi la. Chromatic from so to la la. So when you start playing, you are no longer afraid because those notes are connected to each other and they are called passing notes. So
Exactly.
you can make use of them. All you have to do, the more you're doing that groove, think of start open your mind to start thinking of what if I do it like this, will it go? What if I do it like this? Because rhythm change in between as you're grooving, some kind of things happens in between the main body of the groove. The main body of the groove is the this. Okay, now they expect you as a bassist to spice it up. That's the main body of the groove. You can't be playing it all through.
True. Yeah.
So you can spice it up. Dun, dun, mm, You see? Dun, 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 dun. I try as much as possible to make sure anything I'm running, or okay, double 16 or except if I put that Z, it kind of delay me with the 16 notes here.
Okay.
It kind of sound off. So I
Yeah.
prefer do it like this, the double 16 note here.
Oh, that's
Re
good.
mi so 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 la la.
That's
Re
good.
mi so 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 la la la. That go. Dun, 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 dun. Da, da, dun, 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 dun. You
But
get so these are the things.
I have a
Yes, you're still tapping. The tapping is constant there. But if you want to take some kind of move, you don't need the tapping at that time. Just silence the tapping like what I'm doing. Dun, 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 dun. So when I was doing this movement, dun, 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 I was not tapping in between those movements, those notes. You
okay.
get dun, 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 dun. At this time you're creating, you're just trying new things. Wow. See, if you don't practice and if you don't enjoy what you're doing, enjoy it. Look at where you are. Utilize the notes you have right there first before extending it to this place. So if I'm doing this, do you know I can take dun dun da 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 da. I can take it down here. Dun dun. The same thing. Dun dun. I can do.
Mm.
I can do I've added another thing. La 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 la. But I don't like it. I don't like that those
Yeah,
notes. Da,
la
da,
last.
da, 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 da. I prefer going chromatic.
Wow.
That's I'm just trying things. You get now you're jotting it. Okay, when it's time for me, after I've achieved this, now I'm moving to this next part. Let me try create something. You can create a chromatic. You can do so try figure out the last note you will hit on that chromatic movement you're going.
Okay.
Try figure out the last note you will hit that will fit the chord here you're playing, your la.
Okay.
Okay, so if I'm doing this last note that I hit matches with this. Let's figure out that note. La ti do ti no la sa fa. If you want to see it that way, la, this is already your la. So if I'm doing la, what would be this note? Fi, zi,
Uh,
so,
fee,
so, fi. You
fa.
see, the fi, it now looks as if the fi matches with the la. Okay?
Okay.
It matches. I like the fee ending that movement and me going back to my groove. This is how you discover and this is how you create your own, build your own vocabulary. This is how you build your own thing. They've given you the groove, they've given you the foundation. The foundation is just your la, do, re. Okay? Now you started spicing it up with movement. Okay? Pentatonic. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 dee, da, da. I saw one of your question. I'm going to answer the question before we go.
Okay.
Now, I won't just say this is what I played. The pentatonic that I played is a minor pentatonic because that is a minor note I started from.
Eh.
Okay?
But they're made up of the
So
same
this is
notes.
exactly now anything minor. We have major pentatonic and we have minor pentatonic.
Okay.
So, and they are both related.
That's right.
Anywhere you see C major pentatonic, know you have a relative minor pentatonic there, and which is your A minor pentatonic. So it will start from the sixth note.
Okay.
Da 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 da.
Okay. That makes
They
sense.
both share the same note. They
Okay.
both share the same note. That is one thing you should look out for. It's just that their starting is different. One
Different.
started from the one. Let's say you're looking at it C major scale.
Okay.
Now you now want to play A major pentatonic. Where will you start from? You will start from this root C. And if you want to play the A minor pentatonic scale, you will start from the La. So the relative minor of or the relative minor of C major is A
A
La.
minor. Okay.
Exactly. So if you want to name them, you don't name them by tonic sofa, you name them by that key you are doing that in presently, like you're doing that in. So you don't say do major pentatonic. You also don't say la major pentatonic. You understand? So
Yeah.
when you look at them, they are both related. They both share common notes of that scale. So if I'm playing A major, C major pentatonic, I'm also hitting la do, and they are both 5/5 notes.
I
So what
mean,
are we talking about?
they're
It's
actually
just
just they're actually the same five notes, but just the one you started
five
from different.
notes exactly that
Okay.
makes it different.
Okay.
That
That
makes it. And now, when you look at it, you're also looking at your do. Is it not a major note? Your do is a major note. Your
exactly.
la is a minor note. So that's it. That's why they name it with the key
It starts from
based on that note. That note. What note are you touching at that time?
at the
Is it
time.
la? Is your do la? No. So
Okay.
if you're on do, that means it's a major. So you name it C major pentatonic. Then you play it. And
Okay.
if I said A minor pentatonic, just think A minor pentatonic. That is my sixth note of the C major scale.
That's right.
That is my la.
That's right.
A minor pentatonic. So what I will do is to just go to A and play the minor pentatonic. Da 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 da.
Quick question. Quick question.
Okay.
So that means that if somebody is playing a song on the key of E flat major, that thing that
Mm-hmm.
we're running as C major pentatonic scale becomes
Mm-hmm.
the relative minor pentatonic scale of E flat major song, which is the C minor
Exactly.
pentatonic. It becomes the C.
Exactly.
If you're on E flat,
Do ti la.
okay, because
Wait. Repeat that word again. Repeat that word again. If
okay,
somebody is doing what?
if a song is being played on key E flat major,
This is my E flat major.
okay, okay,
Mm-hmm.
that means that same scale that we ran as this when we were on key C, that same scale we ran
Yeah.
as key C major pentatonic becomes key
Mm-mm.
C minor pentatonic for E flat sake
Uh,
because it's the same.
wait.
Okay, on the key
You're
of
kind of twisting it. This this is my E flat major pentatonic. Mm-hmm. So go ahead,
okay, but
calm down, explain.
okay, the relative
It's relative minor.
is the key
Mm-hmm.
is key C, right?
Exactly.
Which is
Exactly.
the same do re mi sol la do that we ran on key C as the key C's major pentatonic now becomes key E flat minor pentatonic, which is C minor pentatonic.
Exactly. That's it.
So it's kind of
You
like
understand?
a cycle. It's like a cycle.
It's like a cycle. They are all together. They are all together. And anywhere you are, just try to picture where you are. It's like you standing in place in one place. It's like you standing in an office or your office. You don't even know that's your office you're standing on. No, so it's somehow you need to know where you're standing on. So once you stand anywhere, once you're on any key, just know that that key has its relative minor, and anything can happen. And they both share relative major, relative, my
My
relative, my cousin. We both share the same
bloodline.
blood. Things like that. So
Okay.
that's it. I have your question. Your question is, sorry, let me just take it back a bit. Okay. Your question on that you are good and your messes. I never knew you were the one anyway. There's so many people commenting, so I never really thought of it will be you that asked that question that day. So you said something. Thanks for this essential lesson. So it means that the major and the minor pentatonic scale are made up of same five notes. Question. That's you're asking a question. Just that for minor we play from la to la. Exactly. You got that. And example, la do re mi sol la. That's in tonic solfa notation. Y major is do re mi sol la do, which is also five notes, five note scale, both of them. So you now ask again that also why did you go to key B to run the minor pentatonic on that worship song? Why you played that's why I played the major pentatonic scale on the actual D key D that the song was played. Now, which hap- what happen what happens if you run the minor pentatonic scale on the actual key D? Now,
Okay.
that's your question.
Yeah.
What happens if you run the actual pentatonic scale, minor pentatonic scale? What happens if you run the minor pentatonic scale on the actual key D?
That the song is being
Now,
signed. Yeah. That. Oh,
yes, that the
thank you for
song is being
picking. Thank you for picking that up. I didn't know you went all the way to search it out. Okay.
messages pop up,
Yeah.
so I just take notes. So, and I never knew, that's what I'm saying, that I never knew you're gonna register for this class and things like that, because I don't know people on social media, honestly speaking. A
Yeah.
lot of people talking here and there. No.
That makes
So if
sense.
I have the least I can do is to just like your comments
Yeah.
if I'm okay with it. So
Yeah.
that's it. So what happened? Now you asking if I can run the minor pentatonic scale on the actual D key. Now,
Okay.
this is the key D,
All right.
right? This is my key D.
Okay.
And is my major, is my do, in quotes. You say I should be using tone suffer to teach notations to teach. That is my do. Okay. And you can't leave the fact that this key, or where the song progression started from,
Okay.
the song progression started on F, on G. This
Yeah.
is do.
That's
This
right.
is fa. This is
Yeah.
so. This is
Okay.
la.
Okay.
Now, if you say this is do, you can't go to a public place and somebody is trying to get a key from you and you'll be saying this is do. The song is on do. Do, what key? The do the do fall on D, right?
That's right.
And this fa fall on G.
That's right.
The so fall on A. The la falls on B.
That's right.
This is my do fa sol la. And
Okay.
that's the progression of the song. You are good and your mercy forever. And in do
So
sol la. Now, what is the B major or the D major the notes? What will be is relative? It is this what is the relative
minor to
minor to this key? Is it not B?
the B. That's right.
Now I said anything you're doing on a particular place, name it the key that thing falls on.
That's right. Okay.
So if I was explaining on that explaining on that video, I was like, I ran the B minor pentatonic. That does not mean that's not my la. Is my la.
Yeah.
But to make it is an music is an English word. So I ran the B minor pentatonic. And while I was on do, I ran the D major pentatonic. If you notice, I went that way,
That's right.
running the D major pentatonic, leading me to my four, leading me to my fa. And when I landed on the and if you follow the song, I landed on la.
Okay.
I ran the B minor pentatonic.
That's
Now
right.
you said, why can't I run the minor pentatonic on D, on the key D, do? Mind you, we are following, music is principled, progressions are principled. A
Okay.
keyboard player can, I try doing that. It sounded off. I cannot run the minor pentatonic
Of key D.
on this key, on key
Yeah.
D, because it's my do. Is
Okay.
do is a major
It's just a
on that progression.
question. Okay.
So some people will want to like try different thing, but see now he sounded off.
Yeah.
Okay, see, let's play the song and let me run that minor pentatonic scale on D, on this do.
Okay.
You are good and you never da, da. Imagine. Are you getting what I'm saying? Da, 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 da. Everybody will thought you're out of the key. That's you've left the key, the original key the song is being playing. So you need to, all these things are principled. When they say when you're on your do,
Okay.
the mode that can go on your do is Ionian.
Okay.
Okay? And that is the scale that can go over this chord. Every scale has, or every chord has, sorry,
A skill that
every chord, every chord has scales that goes
on them.
under that, on them.
Okay.
Because every chord you see today was brought out from scale. Every
Okay.
chord you hear today, no matter the chord, whether they discover new one, go and make your research. You must hear the research will tell you that this chord was gotten from so 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 scale.
Skill.
That
Okay.
is it. So you don't just play because you've know how to play. Imagine using a
Mm.
diminished scale on this kind of song. Imagine I'm doing this. You see, that's a diminished scale.
Oh.
Does it match? Does it match with the progression, the song harmony, the song rhythm, how it's going? It doesn't match. So it cannot work. You are good and your mercy. This one goes. It goes.
It goes. Yeah.
Hallelujah. Minor goes also. Imagine I'm doing. If I play
Ah.
major, it doesn't go.
Yeah.
Now I turn the la to major, playing major pentatonic on, let it be B major pentatonic. It cannot also go also.
I see what you're saying.
You get. So some to make the work so easier for you, look at the notes you have. If it is do, look out for the simple chord that will, or simple scale that will go, that you know that anytime, any day you run this scale on this chord, it must fit in, it must lock.
Okay.
You understand? So
Yeah.
that's it. So you are good and your mess is right off.
Yeah.
You are good and your mess you see? It
Change
makes
your mind.
sense. Da, 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 da,